Hello everyone, welcome to my maths classes. Dear students, in the previous session we have discussed problems related to exercise 5.1 in comparing quantities using proportion chapter. So I hope you are all followed that video. If you do not watch those videos, please do watch and then come to this video. Okay, now in previous session we have discussed about comparing quantities, and also we have discussed how to find the compound ratio, and also we have found the value of unknown quantity of the particular quantity. Okay, but in this session we are solving problems from question number 5 onwards. Okay, so now we are going to solve question number 5 onwards in this part 2. Okay, so chapter name is comparing quantities using proportion. We are in exercise 5.1 part 2. So what is the question number 5? In a primary school there shall be 3 teachers to 60 students. That means for 60 students there will be 3 teachers, and if there are 400 students enrolled in that school, how many teachers should be there in the school in the same ratio? So here they are given for 60 students 3 teachers. That meaning is for 60 students 3 teachers. That means here ratio is 60:3. 60:3. And 60 teachers students ki 3 teachers undali. If there are 400 students enrolled in the school, if for suppose 400 students enrolled in the school, how many teachers should be there in the school in the same ratio they are asking. So for 400 students, how many teachers should be in that school? That is the question. Let the number of teachers be. Let number of teachers. For this we consider number of teachers x. Okay, number of teachers for 400 students. Number of teachers for 400 students is equal to x. Okay, beta. So number of teachers for 60 students they are given already. Number of teachers for 60 students. Number of teachers for 60 students is equal to, they are given clearly here 3 teachers. Okay. If you want to write in the ratio, they are asking that find how many teachers required. How many teachers are required to be in the school in the same ratio they asked. They have asked here in the same ratio. So that we can write it as according to problem 60 students 3 teachers. For 60 students 3 teachers. Then 400 students, how many teachers? In the same ratio they said, so middle right is equal to sign. Okay. So now here ratios are equal. So here we can write it as product of extremes is equal to product of means. So product of extremes is equal to product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Okay, clear? That is here 60:3 is equal to 400:x. Okay. So I can write it as 60 into x. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Am I correct or not? So I can write it as 60 into x is equal to, okay, 3 into 400 is equal to 3 into 400. Now I want x value. So x is equal to 3 into 400 by 60. 3 into 400 by 60. 0 gets cancelled. 3 1 are, here 3 divides 6 2 times. So 2 divides 40 20 times. So x value is equal to 20. Here what is the meaning of x here? The x value, x meaning is number of teachers for 400 students. So therefore I am writing conclusion, number of teachers required. Number of teachers required for 400 students. For how many students? For 400 students is equal to, how many teachers are required? 20 teachers are required. 20 teachers are required. Is it clear? So in another way also we can solve this question. So here we applied the proportion concept. That means product of extremes is equal to product of means. In another way also we can solve like this. See, We already discussed in the earlier session. A is to B can be written as A by B. So by using same concept, we can write as 60 is to 3 can be written as 60 by 3 is equal to 400 is to X can be written as 400 by X. Now cross multiplication. Now 60 into X is equal to 400 into 3. So in the same way we got this here also or not. So we can use this concept also. Then this method also we can follow. So no issue, because of we can write A is to B as A by B. So based on that, and we have learned in linear equations in variable concept, that is cross multiplication method. So by applying this concept we can solve this question. So what is the final answer? That is 20 teachers are required. 20 teachers are required to be in the school, because of the strength is 400 students. Okay. So how do you know means, because we know clearly they are given in the same ratio they asked. అంటే 60 స్టూడెంట్స్ కి 3 టీచర్స్ ఉంటే 400 స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఎంత మంది టీచర్స్ ఉండాలనేది క్వశ్చన్. అంటే ఒక్కొక్క స్టూడెంట్ కి ఒక్కొక్క టీచర్ కి 20 స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే here also for 20 teachers 20 are 400. Clear? Okay. So now we will solve the next problem of this same exercise, that is question number 6. Now question number 6, we are going to solve question number 6, that is in the given figure ABC is a triangle. Write all possible ratios by taking measures of sides pairwise. Pairwise means 2 2. So like AB BC one pair, BC CA second pair, CA AB third pair. Like that 3 possibilities will be here. Okay. We have to find the ratio of the measures of the sides given in this triangle. Okay, clear beta? So that is those are, first I am finding ratio of AB and BC. Okay, so ratio of AB is to BC. What is the measure of AB here? 8 centimeters. So 8 is ratio to BC also in centimeters itself. So that it is easy to find the ratio of these two sides, because all the sides are in same measurements. Okay, centimeters, centimeters, centimeters. So no issue. So if they are not in same measurement, we have to change into same units. Then we have to simplify. Okay, better. So now 8 is to 6 is equal to 4 is to 3, because of common table is 2 table. 2 4 are 8, 2 3 are 6. 2 4 are 8, 2 3 are 6. Clear? Now AB BC completed. Next, what is another pair? See here I am writing AB BC one pair, and then next BC CA second pair, and third pair is CA and AB. Like this I have got 3 pairs. Any other? No. So the 3 pairs. So first complete ratio of AB is to BC, and then the second one is, the second pair is BC is to CA. So ratio of BC is to CA. BC value is 6 centimeter, ratio to CA value is 10. Okay. So is there any common table? Yes. So we can write it as actually 2 3 are 6, 2 3 are 6, 10 can be written as 2 5 are 10. Okay. Here 2 2 cancel. So what is the remaining? 3 is to 5. Like this also we can write, or else we can divide by 2 table. If your ratio is divided by with the same number, same constant, so its value doesn't change. Okay. So 3 is to 5 itself. 6 is to 10 also say equal to 3 is to 5. Okay, clear beta? Now the third pair is CAAB. You have to find the ratio of CAAB. Ratio of CA and AB. Okay, no confusion here. Clearly AB BC, BC CA, CA AB. So what is the measure of CA? 10 centimeters is ratio to measure of AB 8. So here also common table, clearly 2 table. The HCF of 8 common 10 is 2. So if you divide by 2, it becomes 10 by 2, 8 by 2, that is equal to 5 is to 4. So like this, the ratios of, right, all possible ratios of the measures taking pairwise. We have taken pairwise and we found the ratios of the all possible ways. In all possible ways, we got 3 possible ways. How many ways we got here? 3 possible ways. And we found the ratios. Very simple. Yes. Now in question number 7, here is given in 9 out of 24 students scored below 75 marks in a test. They are conducted a test. In that test, 9 out of 24 students scored below 75 marks. 9 out of 24 means the class strength is, number of students in the class is 24. In that 9 members got below 75 marks. Okay. Then find the ratio of students scored below 75 marks to the students scored 75% and above marks. 75% and above marks. Here clearly they are given that these 9 students they scored below 75 marks in a test. Okay. Total number of students, how many are present? How many of they have attended the test? How many members are written the test? 24 students are written the test. So total number of students. So my first dialogue is total number of students written the test. Total number of students written. Total number of students written the test. Okay. How many members they are written? 24. Total number of students written the test 24. In that 9 members secured below 75 marks. So okay, how many members? So number of students scored. Number of students scored below 75% marks. Number of students scored below 75% marks. How many members scored according to the question? 9 members. Okay, 9 members. So 9 members secured below 75% marks. Then what about the remaining members? Yeah, that means how many students are remaining still? 24 minus 9 means 15 students are remaining. Those 15 students, what about those 15 students? What about their marks? Those 15 students got or secured 75% or more than 75% marks. Okay, clear? 75% or more than 75% marks. Then how many students got 75% and more than 75% marks? Yes, those are 24 minus 9 members got. So my dialogue is here. Number of students who got 75% and above marks. Okay, number of students who got 75% and above marks. 75% and above marks. How many students got this? Just simple. 24 minus 9, that is equal to 15 students. Because 15 plus 9, 24. 15 students got 75 and above marks. 75% and above marks. Now the required question is, they asked us to find the ratio of students scored below 75 to the scored above 75 or 75. So now what is my dialogue? Therefore, the ratio of, same dialogue right, the ratio of student scored below 75% marks, below 75% marks to the student scored 75% marks and above marks. They asked us to find the ratio. Okay, above marks. Now who got below 75% marks? How many students got below 75% marks? 9 is ratio to 75 and above marks. How many students got? 15. So 9 is to 15. So this 9 can be written as, what is the common table? 3 3 are 3 5 are, is it? So simply we can write it as 3 into 3 is ratio to 3 into 5. Okay, 3 into 3 is ratio to 3 into 5. Now 3 3 same cancel. 3 table gets cancelled, so 3 is to 5 is the answer. So in which ratio they are in the class? Yes, they are in 3 is to 5 ratio. So if 3 students got below 75 marks, 5 students got 75 and above marks, 75% and above marks. Okay, is it clear? Yeah, very simple like this. So if you know who got, for example, if you consider our real life example, for example, if we used to write FA tests and essay tests. For example, in mathematics FA test, if out of 30 students, 3 students got below 5 marks. 3 students got below 5 marks means how many members got above 5 and above marks? You can say simply remaining 27 members. In the same way here also 75% marks who got below 75 means 9. So remaining 15 members got either 75% or above. Okay, clear. So this is the way of finding the ratios of the given quantities. Is it easy or not? Very easy. Okay, now we are going to solve question number 8. See here they want to test finding the ratio. So first exercise completely based on the ratio concept. Few problems. Okay. So in previous session we have discussed compound ratio. Now we are finding ratio between two quantities. Okay. So in that they want to check in this question our language also. I mean language in the sense about consonants and vowels. English. Okay. So here the given word is Mississippi. Okay. Find the ratio of number of vowels in the word Mississippi to the number of consonants in the simplest form. Okay, they are asked in simplest form. So what is the given word first of all? So here given word is Mississippi. It is a word. In this word it is framed with some consonants and vowels. Okay, they ask us to find the ratio of vowels to the consonants present in this word. Okay, first of all we have to identify what are the vowels in this word. Next consonants. Okay, and here how many vowels are here? What are the vowels here? First we know in English alphabet what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. If you want to write in capitals it becomes A, E, I, O, U. So what are the vowels in this word? Only I's, 4 I's. What are those I's here? See, yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So vowels present in the word. So number of vowels present in the word. Number of vowels present in the word Mississippi. M-I-S. Number of vowels in the word present in the Mississippi. How many are here? 4 clearly we observed. What are those? I, comma, I, comma, I, comma, I. 4 I's. Okay. Now number of consonants. Number of consonants present in the word Mississippi. Present in the word Mississippi. Remaining are consonants itself. Now how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are there? 7. What are those? 1M, S, 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 P, P. 1M, 4 S's and 2 P's. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 S's. 1, 2, 3, 4 S's. Total how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many consonants are present in this word Mississippi? 7 consonants are present. Now they asked us to find the ratio between these two. So required ratio, that means what I have written now dialog? A ratio of vowels to the consonants in the word Mississippi. A ratio of the vowels to the consonants. Vowels to the consonants. To the consonants in the word Mississippi. In the word Mississippi. In the word Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I SSI-P-P-I. Mississippi. Okay. Is equal to how many vowels are here present? First vowels we have started with vowels, so that first we have write number of vowels is ratio to number of consonants. So is it in simplest form or no other common table? Okay, only one table is common. So no other common table. So these are in simplest form. This ratio is in simplest form itself. So no need to change. So what is my final answer? 4:7 is the final answer for this solution. Okay, for this question. Okay, clear beta. So just we have to identify what are the vowels and what are the consonants in the word, and we have to write in the ratio. That's it. Here 4 vowels are present in the word and 7 consonants. So the ratio of vowels to the consonants is 4:7 in that particular word. Is it clear? Now, okay, my dear students. So now we are going to solve question number 9. It is most important and very easy. See, the question is Rajendra and Rehana run a business. They are running a business, and Rehana receives 25% of the profit. The word is profit. Rehana receives 25% of the profit
in each month. Every month she is taking 25% of the profit. Okay. If Rehana received 2080 rupees in a particular month, in that particular month she received profit as 2080 rupees. Then they asked us to find what is the total profit in that month. What is the total profit in that month they are asked, not overall. So just they asked in that month. Okay. So what is the profit, total profit in that month? We don't know. Just we have to assume it as X. So let us assume that total profit in that month be X rupees. Okay. But here is given both Rajendra and Rehana both are running the business. In that Rehana only, the information regarding Rehana itself, Rehana only they are given. So here Rehana is receiving 25% of the total profit, 25% of the total profit in each month. And also they are given that amount in rupees also. Not only in the percentage, they are given in the rupees also. How many rupees? 2080 rupees. Okay. So she is receiving 25% of the profit, and that also amount is given clearly 2080 rupees. That means 25% of the total profit is, the meaning of that statement is 25% of the total profit is 2080 rupees. 25% of the total profit is 2080 rupees. Okay, clear? So now come to the solution part. Let us consider total profit in that month. Okay, X rupees. Let us consider, let us assume that total profit in that month is equal to X rupees. Okay, total profit in that month is equal to X rupees. Now Rehana how much percentage is receiving? 25%. Rehana received 25% of total profit in a month. Okay, 25% of total profit in a month. Okay, that means that is given as 25% of X rupees. He has given 2080 rupees. That is already given, that is 2080 rupees given in the question, given in the problem. What is that given? She is receiving 2080 rupees in a particular month, in that particular month. So this is nothing but 25% of the total profit. So this is my diagram. Now from here how to find this equation, you know. So that is 25% means 25 by 100 into percent means per 100. So 25% means 25 by 100 into X is equal to 2080. Now clearly it is 100 is divisible by 25. So 25 divides 100 4 times. So X by 4 is equal to 2080. So X is equal to 2080 into 4. 2080 into 4. So 4 zeros are 0. 4 8s are 32. 4 2s are 8x. So 8,320 rupees. So what is the total profit? Here X means total profit. Therefore total profit is equal to 8,320 rupees. So total profit is how much? 8,320 rupees. This is the total profit. See clearly, once again I will explain. Here they are given 25% of X is equal to 2080. 25% means 25 by 100 into X is equal to 2080. Here 25 divides 100 4 times. So 1 by 4 into X by 4 is equal to 2080. So it is by 1. So by cross multiplication, X into 1, X is equal to 4 into 2080. If you multiply, we get here 8,320. Here, but we considered X as total profit in that particular month. So they asked us also to find the total profit in that month, that is 8,320 rupees. Okay, is it clear? So very simple. And here they are given clearly 25% of the profit is receiving by Rehana. That amount also given. So our problem becomes very simple. Okay, now we are going to solve question number 10. See my dear students, in question number 10 they have asked, in triangle ABC AB 2.2 centimeters, BC 1.5 centimeters, and AC 2.3 centimeters. They are given here measurements of the sides of a triangle ABC as well as triangle XYZ. And also they ask us to find the ratio of AB is to XY, BC is to YZ, and AC is to XZ. AC is to XZ. So first of all, I am drawing roughly the two triangles, ABC triangle, and another one is XYZ triangle. Okay, XYZ triangle. So now I am drawing here two triangles. So I have drawn in two triangles. Those are ABC and XYZ. So the measurements of these triangles are I am writing here. The measurement of AB is how much? Side AB 2.2 centimeters, BC 1.5 centimeters, and AC 2.3 centimeters. And the next one is triangle XYZ. Okay, triangle XYZ. XY is 4.4 centimeters. Okay, the side measurement of the side YZ is 3 centimeters, and XZ is 4.6 centimeters. So according to their length, I have taken proportionally. Okay, so this one is smaller side than these two, so that I have taken consider like this: ABC, XYZ. Now they asked us to find the ratio of AB is to XY, BC is to YZ, AC is to XZ. Here AB is to XY meaning is, here AB is to XY means AB by XY. Okay, AB by XY. So I am finding AB by XY. What is the value of AB? 2.2 by XY value here, XY value 4.4. Yeah, 2.2 by 4.4. The decimal place cancelled, so 22 by 44. So 22 by 44 means how much? 1 by 2. Clearly, AB is to XY value is 1 by 2. Next one, they asked us to find BC is to YZ. Here BC is to YZ means BC by YZ. And what is the measure of BC here? 1.5 by BC value is 1.5 centimeters by YZ. YZ value 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters meaning is 3.0. Am I correct? 3.0. Right side of decimal point there are zeros, no other digit, then it is invalid. So 3.0 is nothing but 3 itself. So it can be written as 15 by 30. That means 1 by 2. Here also we got same ratio 1 by 2. 15 1 jar, 15 2 jar. Here also 22 1 jar, 22 2 jar. No issue. So AB by XY value we got 1 by 2, and BC by YZ also we got 1 by 2. Now we check AC by XZ, we get same answer or not. Yeah. So AC is to XZ. So AC by XZ. AC value. AC value is how much? AC value. So AC value is here given nothing but 2.3 centimeters by XZ value. XZ value is this one 4.6. So after decimal point, here also one digit, here also one digit, we can cancel. So it becomes 23 by 46. So 1 by 2 here. See here the ratio of the, here the lengths of the corresponding sides are got same ratio. So if the lengths of the corresponding sides are in same ratio, then we say that those corresponding sides are in proportion. Here, when we can say that two triangles are in proportion, if their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Here also see, here BC and XZ are in same ratio, means 1 by 2. Corresponding sides are in same ratio, that means BC by XZ value, YZ value 1 by 2, and AB by XY value 1 by 2, and AC by XZ value also 1 by 2. So here the corresponding sides are in same ratio. So that means 1:2 ratio. Every one is 1:2 ratio or not. See, it is 1:2. It is also 1:2. It is also 1:2. 1 by 2 means 1 is ratio to 2. So these are all in the same ratio. So that what can you conclude here? Yes, these lengths are in same proportion. So the triangle ABC and XYZ are in proportion. So therefore what is my dialogue? Yes. Are the lengths of the corresponding sides of these are in proportion? Yes, they are in. Yes, the lengths of corresponding sides are in proportion. Corresponding sides of the triangles are in proportion. Corresponding sides of the triangles, given triangles, are in proportion. corresponding sides of the triangles are in proportion. Clear? So this is about the solution of question number 10. So just you have to find the ratio of the corresponding sides. If the ratio is same, then we can say that those two triangles are in proportion. That means we can say that those are similar triangles. Okay. So just they asked us to find the lengths of those corresponding sides proportional or not. We proved it. Yes, those are in proportion. The lengths of the corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay, clear, beta? So this is about the solutions of question number 5 to 10. I hope you are all clear about those solutions. If you have any queries, please text me message. I will give my number in description. Okay. Don't hesitate to ask doubts, and you are welcome to give suggestions and share with your friends if you feel. Thank you.